coming off of turn number 4. These are the Sport 4 division, ladies and gentlemen. Ready to have at it with Kyle Souza up on the starter stand.
Rolling off turn number 4. Green flag in the air. Really good start for Henry LaValle on that inside lane. He'll take the lead down into turn number 1 as Bowser drifts up high off the corner. Sam Matera jumps into second.
Matera missed last Friday night with a hand injury. It still hurt, she said, but not enough to keep her at bay. She takes a look to the inside of the valley down the front stretch. Henry works the top side. Sam takes Frankenstein down to the inside lane off of turn number 2.
Good run so far from the 4. She challenges for that lead side by side behind her. It is Westgate down to the bottom of Simpson as they race side by side off the corner. Dave Westgate, big time move into the middle into 1.
Got a run underneath. Sam shut the door, but as they went into turn 1, Sam drifted up just a little bit, opened up that inside lane. Westgate takes advantage, moves down to the inside, takes over second, off the forward looking for the lead, has it at lap number 3.
Dave Westgate has been relatively quiet this year as he races down off turn number 2. After an explosive season last year, he is in the lead for the first time this season. Off turn number 4, the 49 will take this lap.
Matera settles into second. Here comes Tehanchik in that blue, number 48. He's looking for third now down to the inside. He's got LaForte and Lopes right behind him with the 07 of Valmeda, working that bottom lane. LaValle backsliding on the top side. He's back to 4th, and he's got Simpson glued to his rear bumper.
Down into turn number 1 they go. Duhanchik a little squirrely on the entry. He comes off turn number 2. He's going to straighten it out. Sitting in that 3rd spot as Jordan Lopes and Mike LaForte bumper to bumper on that bottom lane, sitting 4th and now 5th respectively. Jordan Lopes moves into the top 5.
Lopes sits on the back bumper, your defending champion, as they come off of turn number 2. Lopes takes a look to the outside, and that blue and white number 77 puts the Saturn through its paces up top, tries a crossover move off of Ford down to the inside. Meanwhile, Duhanchik gets caught up top. LaForte down to the inside there. He's looking for third.
Side by side down the back, LaForte and Duhanchik. LaForte with the slight advantage, but a huge run through the corner for Tyler Duhanchik. He comes off turn number 4. He'll edge LaForte at the line, but not enough to get by him. They're still side by side with Lopes now pushing LaForte through turn 2.
Duhanchik coming off a pair of 5th place finishes on opening night and last Friday night. Sits up on the outside as they come off of turn number 4. LaForte has the advantage over Tyler at the stripe by a hair. They come off of turn number 2. Duhanchik evens back up with him. LaForte trying to get the run underneath that black and red number 4.
Sam Matera now really feeling the pressure as LaForte underneath. Duhanchik looks high as they race on down almost 3 wide through turns 1 and 2. Mike LaForte's going to take second away, and here comes Lopes down on the inside as well.
Lopes following that 13 down to the inside, and Duhanchik got to back off the throttle. Came awfully close to that outside wall where he's become all too familiar with over the last couple of years. Takes a look, settles in behind the 77 as they head down the back straightaway.
All this talk about the battling going on behind our leader. Dave Westgate continues to lead, but now he feels the pressure. Mike LaForte has closed that gap very quickly within a lap or 2. He's now pressuring the 49, looking high through 3 and 4 as we come to the halfway point.
13 down, 12 to go as they cross the stripe, and the TFB Racing number 49 of Westgate continues to hold on at the top of the field, but down the back stretch the heat is getting hotter at the back bumper. The 13 of LaForte takes a look to the outside. Lopes takes a look down low. Duhanchik puts his name into the fight, and the 4 of Matera heading pit side, a problem on that machine. We've got to fight for the lead down the back stretch.
4-car battle now for the top stop as Duhanchik sits in that 4th spot. Little contact there between the 77 and the 13. Both able to hang on. Lopes pressuring Westgate from behind. Here comes Mike LaForte to the outside into 1.
LaForte on the outside. Westgate trying to glue that machine down to the inside lane as they hit down the back straightaway. He knows if he drifts up, Lopes is going to be right there to take advantage. They come off of turn number 4. 16 laps in the book. Here comes Lopes down to the inside, and Westgate shuts the door. He drifts up the racetrack. Lopes down to the inside. He's up to second now.
Jordan Lopes into second place. Big time move there as he looks to chase down your new leader, Mike LaForte. Off turn number 4 they come. Lopes already starting to close that gap into 1.
Down into 1 and 2 they go, and LaForte sets the pace down the back straightaway. 3-car length advantage over the 77, and it's another 4 back to the 49 who has his hands full. Tyler DeHanchik looks down to the inside, looking for a podium finish here down to the inside of Westgate into 1 and 2. Still door handle to door handle as they head off at turn 2.
Down into turn number 3, Mike LaForte off the corner. He'll lead another lap. Jordan Lopes still pressuring from behind, about 2 to 3 car lengths back now as they cross the stripe. Race down through 1 and 2. But your top 2 pulling away from 3rd place Dave Westgate as he tries to hold on to that position from Tyler Duhanchik.
And off of turn number 4, and the 5 lap to go signal is out. Right now the big battle is continuing on for that 3rd position. As they come off of turn number 2, Westgate continues to hold on to the spot. They've lost almost a full straightaway to the top 2 who have broken away. They sit about 2 car lengths apart as they cross the stripe. Duhanchik continues to hound that number 49 down at 1 and 2.
Well, it's only fitting since A.J. Emanuel is not here this week that one of the other 2 championship contenders from last year are fighting for that win. Be the first winner of the year that is not the 88 car, and it is LaForte out front, 3 car lengths over the 77 of Lopes, who hopped back in his machine this week and has not lost a step.
Battle for 3rd down into the 3rd turn. Westgate slides up high. Duhanchik gets a good run down to the inside as they come across the stripe. 2 laps to go, and the 48 sits 3rd on the leaderboard as they hit the 2nd turn, and down the back shortly the 07 of Alameda rounds out the top 5 as they hit turn 3. Your leader crosses under the stripe.
White flag in the air. Mike LaForte down through turns 1 and 2. A comfortable lead over the 77 of Jordan Lopes. Down the back and into 3. Some lap traffic to maneuver through, but that won't be an issue. Off turn number 4. Checkered flag in the air. Mike LaForte takes home the win.
LaForte rolls to the victory here this evening. Jordan Lopes comes up 2nd place, gives him a thumbs up and congratulates your reigning champion on a fine win there. 3rd place, his best career finish for Tyler DeHanchik after a pair of...
A heartbreaker in week number 1. You come back week 3, you take home the win. How's it feel?
It feels pretty good. We were running a pretty crazy car. A couple people wanted to do something a little unhappy to me. But, you know, I like to do this right here. Thanks for putting me in victory lane. I just want to thank a few people. Kevin Simpson, Kevin Woodruff at Simpson's Auto Care. The guy helps me out more than anybody I can ever think of. I got Rich over at Helga's. He's on the hood now. He's helping me out a little bit with my son's car also, with getting me in there. Charlie Rose. I got to thank Smitty's Towing and Recovery. The Woodruff brothers, John, all of them. They're great to me. They always come to see how I'm doing. And Lacey's painting. It's my crew chief, and he paints everyone's houses for us and takes care of us on that. Chris Rose, he's there every week for us. He's always there to help. He always takes care of us. My kids, my wife, my mom, my dad, my sister, and my niece. My brother already stepped on. He's starting to help us out here and there. And I got to thank that guy up there for not coming today.